Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'll be introducing you to April's newest romance book releases. This is part 2, so make sure to check out part 1 for even more books to add to your reading list. After years of toiling away at her event planning business, Maggie Mitchell finally takes a well-deserved vacation to Bora Bora. However, her relaxation is disrupted when her brother's best friend and longtime adversary, Brodie McFadden, appears on the scene. Despite their rocky history stemming from a disastrous makeout session at her brother's wedding, Maggie is forced to interact with Brodie when she discovers he's there for his boss's daughter's wedding, hoping to advance his career. When Maggie realizes the opportunity to elevate her business by offering her services for the high-profile wedding, she must navigate a tricky situation, posing as Brodie's girlfriend in exchange for her planning services, all while accommodating him in her tranquil bungalow. As tensions mount and old grievances resurface, Maggie finds herself unexpectedly drawn to Brodie, especially as she uncovers the truth behind their past encounter. However, as the wedding approaches and complications arise, Maggie faces the risk of not only her business crumbling, but also her heart breaking. Will she be able to overcome the challenges and salvage both her professional reputation and her budding romance with Brodie? In the concluding installment of the cherished Bergman Brothers series, prepare for a heartwarming tale of unexpected romance and the courage to rewrite life's story. Viggo Bergman, a self-professed hopeless romantic, has grown tired of waiting for his own fairy tale ending. Juggling the responsibilities of opening a romance bookstore, leading a book club dedicated to the genre, coaching youth soccer, and caring for a menagerie of pets, Viggo's chaotic existence leaves little room for finding lasting love. Enter Tallulah Clarke, a cool and cynical writer grappling with a severe case of writer's block. Struggling to infuse romance into her thriller novel, Tallulah seeks Viggo's expertise in exchange for her organizational skills to assist in managing his struggling store. Though they clash and appear to be polar opposites, they agree to cohabit and collaborate, viewing their arrangement purely as a matter of convenience. However, as they share their lives and living space, Tallulah and Viggo uncover a connection that defies their preconceptions about love. Through their unlikely bond, they discover that the happily ever after they've been seeking may already be within reach, right within the walls of their shared home. Once close childhood friends, Logan Miletus and Rosemary Hale's bond shattered after a pivotal incident during their teenage years, leaving them bitter rivals for a decade. Now in their 30s, they find themselves entrenched in mundane lives, teaching at their old high school in their conservative small town. Rosemary, the epitome of caution and stability, prioritizes security above all else, while Logan, chaotic and impulsive, shields herself from intimacy with a string of failed relationships. Despite their efforts to avoid each other, fate intervenes, repeatedly bringing them together, sometimes quite literally through car collisions. When their beloved former English teacher reveals he has limited time left to live, he challenges them to embark on a cross-country road trip together. Stuffed into a colorful van, the trio sets off on a transformative journey from Washington State to the Grand Canyon, from the Gulf Coast to coastal Maine. Along the way, they confront their pasts, embrace new experiences, and ultimately discover the possibility of a future together. As they navigate the open road and the complexities of their relationship, Logan and Rosemary may find that their journey leads them not only to new destinations, but also back to each other. Finn Masters, a successful screenwriter, secures his dream job writing for Neighbors, a top-rated sitcom. However, there's a catch. He'll be working closely with Lavender Rhodes, the show's beloved star who unknowingly derailed Finn's acting career and romantic life years ago. Determined to get his revenge, Finn sees his new position as the perfect opportunity to twist Lavender's character into unexpected directions. But his plan quickly unravels, leading to a series of comedic misfires that ultimately force Finn to reconsider his grudge against Lavender. As he navigates the chaos of his own making, Finn begins to see Lavender in a new light, challenging his perceptions, and perhaps even sparking unexpected feelings of affection. Yet, with each mishap, Finn faces the looming possibility of his schemes completely blowing up in his face. In this stellar debut, Amory Price, a risk-averse event planner facing job loss and eviction, finds herself in a tight spot when she bumps into her ex and his new flame. Desperate to save face, she impulsively pretends to be in a relationship with a handsome stranger she meets at a coffee shop. To her surprise, the man turns out to be Vincent Rogers, a genuine astronaut. What starts as a temporary charade evolves into a mutually beneficial arrangement. Amory agrees to pose as Vincent's devoted partner in front of his family in exchange for a rent-free room and financial support for her struggling business. However, as their fake relationship deepens, Amory finds herself drawn to Vincent's magnetic presence. Despite her reservations about the unpredictability of dating an astronaut, she begins to question whether the safe path she's always followed is truly what she wants. With the countdown to Vincent's mission ticking away, Amory must confront her fears and decide whether to play it safe or take a leap of faith toward a future among the stars. His best friend Amber is facing a whirlwind of challenges, leaving him reeling with a mix of emotions. From her broken engagement to her daughter's health struggles stemming from an unexpected heart defect, he's devastated by her hardships. Eager to alleviate her burden, he offers to cover the cost of her surgery. However, Amber's stubborn insistence on repaying him baffles him. As the captain of an NHL team, he has no shortage of financial resources and is determined to assist her without expecting anything in return. With a desire to support her in every way possible, he devises a plan: marrying Amber. In doing so, his health insurance can cover her surgery, and he can lend a hand with the baby. Plus, the added bonus of a wedding band might appease his skeptical parents, who doubt his capacity for love. It seems like a straightforward arrangement, a mutually beneficial solution that allows them to maintain their close friendship. Yet, as they navigate 2 years of platonic matrimony, he finds himself falling deeper in love with both Amber and her daughter, who has become like family. The thought of letting them go becomes increasingly unbearable, especially as circumstances force him to confront the possibility of an early separation, leaving him grappling with emotions he never anticipated. He quit believing in love a long time ago. She won't quit until she finds the one, and he's everything she's not looking for. Holly Green is on a mission to find her happily ever after, and her journey to love does not include a detour to Bad Boy Bartenderville, population Jax Granger. Jax may be witty, smart-mouthed, and handsome, but he's the kind of guy who views love as a 4-letter word, and the last thing Holly needs is to waste any more time. She's in her seeking Prince Charming era, not her playboy villain era. But after he saves her from the world's worst date, Holly sees an opportunity. Jax may not check any of the boxes on her list, but he's the perfect person to help her find a man who does. All she has to do is stick to the plan and stay out of the sexy bartender's arms. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Oops. 13 years have passed since Helen Jong and Grant Shepard were bound together by a tragic accident, and in all that time, they haven't crossed paths. Helen, now a successful best-selling author, throws herself into her career, landing a coveted spot in the writer's room for the TV adaptation of her popular young adult novels. Moving to LA for this fresh start seems like the perfect opportunity to leave the past behind, but fate has other plans. Grant has worked hard to build a new life on the opposite coast, striving to move beyond the trauma of the past. Despite lingering panic attacks, he's established himself as a respected screenwriter in town. When he accepts a job on Helen's show, he knows it's a risk, but the opportunity to further his career is too tempting to resist. As they reunite, Helen and Grant discover that the spark between them is as strong as ever. Yet, their past and present collide in unexpected ways, complicating their working relationship. With Helen's parents unaware of Grant's involvement and old secrets resurfacing, they must confront the truth about their past and whether their connection can transcend the scars of their shared history. Navigating messy emotions and undeniable chemistry, Helen and Grant find themselves drawn together once again. Despite their past mistakes, they realize that perhaps their story isn't over yet, and that finding peace with themselves and their past may require holding onto each other in the present. Meet Gibbsy, the class clown with a heart of gold, and Claire, the embodiment of sunshine and positivity. As storm clouds gather on the horizon, Gibbsy finds himself facing a moment of reckoning. Known for his cheeky antics, Gibbsy, or Gerard Gibson, hides a deeper turmoil beneath his jovial exterior. Haunted by his past, he relies on humor as a shield, keeping his true self hidden from the world. Claire, Gibbsy's neighbor and longtime friend, sees beyond his facade. She recognizes the vulnerability he conceals and is determined to help him confront his demons. But when their relationship takes an unexpected turn, Gibbsy and Claire find themselves navigating uncharted territory. As boundaries blur, they must confront the possibility of losing not only their friendship, but also themselves in the process. Will their bond withstand the challenges they face, or will they be swept away by the tumultuous journey ahead? Opal Devlin's life takes an unexpected turn when she wins the lottery, but her newfound wealth comes with its own set of challenges. Fed up with the constant demands for handouts, Opal decides to retreat to a failing flower farm in Asheville, North Carolina, where she plans to pursue her passion for painting while giving the neglected flowers a chance to thrive. However, Opal's plans for solitude are disrupted when Pepper Smith, the fiery and captivating rightful owner of the farm, refuses to vacate the premises. Forced to share the space, Opal and Pepper clash at every turn, their arguments fueled by simmering attraction. As they navigate their conflicting desires and growing feelings, will Opal and Pepper find a way to coexist and fulfill their dreams? Or will their fiery chemistry lead to unexpected consequences? Xavier Castillo, with his effortless charm and immense wealth, seems to have it all. Despite his father's expectations for him to take over the family business, Xavier has no interest in such responsibilities. While women throw themselves at him left and right, his publicist remains immune to his charms. Sloane Kensington is a driven and capable publicist accustomed to handling challenging clients. None test her patience or stir her emotions quite like Xavier, whose carefree demeanor and captivating smile consistently push her buttons. Despite her determination to keep things professional, a tragic event forces them into closer proximity, leading Sloane to confront her growing feelings for the billionaire heir. As they navigate their complicated relationship, Xavier grapples with uncertainty about his future, while Sloane struggles to maintain her professional boundaries. Despite their differences, they find themselves drawn to each other in unexpected ways, challenging their preconceived notions and leading to a realization that perhaps what they truly want is right in front of them. When her affluent client enlists her help to investigate strange occurrences hindering the sale of a struggling goat farm, fake medium Gretchen Acorn sees an opportunity to line her pockets while doing a good deed. However, she quickly discovers that her target, Charlie Waybill, is not the elderly gentleman she anticipated, but a young and skeptical farmer who doubts her abilities. To Gretchen's surprise, she encounters a genuine ghost at the property, who implores her to prevent Charlie from selling and falling victim to a family curse. With only a month to persuade Charlie, Gretchen must navigate her own insecurities and the growing attraction between them, all while confronting the risk of losing Charlie to the spirit world. As she grapples with her feelings and the task at hand, Gretchen realizes that saving the farm, its spectral inhabitant, and her blossoming relationship with Charlie will require her to embrace her true self and pull off the ultimate con, being authentically honest. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to help my tiny bookish corner of YouTube grow.